So here we are with Henrik Vibskov in Madrid in the Istituto Europeo di Design. He has just came for a lecture, and we are gonna chat a little bit with him about his new projects and a few awards and what he thinks about art, design, his project about music as well.
Some questions from the students as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So the first one, it is about you have been working since 10 years ago in the fashion.
I've been working. I think I started in fashion like around 17 years ago, nearly.
Wow.
And then since I graduated, it's like 11, becoming 12.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been around
A lot of time.
a lot of time. Been doing many things.
And during those years, your idea in the fashion, it has changed a little bit, or you are continue working in the same
That's a
idea?
good question. It's of course changed towards of course there's things that I more have to be aware of that I wasn't aware of before, like production and things from in the beginning you could do whatever you want to, you know.
True.
You know, it didn't matter
If you sell it
the
or not.
T-shirt didn't have the print the day after, but the more grown up you get and more company based you be on, you also have to think about quality, production, sales, and things that in the beginning wasn't that important.
Sure.
At the moment, I'm teaching in St. Martin's,
Mm-hmm.
and I have 60 students that are doing all kind of crazy things, and they're painting. And I was like, hey, I just wish to be a student again, you know, like with all this, you know, they didn't have to think about anything. They could, and then we just painted the whole thing, you know.
That's right.
All right, cool, looks fabulous, but is it gonna work in production? Okay, it doesn't matter because you just have to generate some ideas, you know. So.
Mm-hmm. And do you apply your idea like an artist? Do you apply it in your designs, or do you think separately?
I think it goes hand in hand. Like it depends on. Like sometimes we normally working on 10 projects at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Some performance, some landscape design, some objects, some ceramic, whatever, all kind of things. And some things gives a little. It could be a color touch that hey, it's really working out, and it could also be used on a knitwear. In a knitwear thing, or it could be used in a pattern for technical pattern for cutting some trousers and stuff. So it is possible to, you know, flick around with different disciplines, but try to use them a bit in, you know, the experience you get, like a color or shape or form wise. Oh, it's really nice here. Now maybe we can use that in a pair of trousers. Or opposite, the shape of a blouse could maybe be used in a
Everything.
Yeah, in an object, in a form, you know. So I think it goes hand in hand. Of course, we try to change it so it doesn't look too much the same.
Yeah.
But I think it's in the same world, and it's reflecting each other a lot.
As well, you have been collaborating with another brands, not just in fashion. Do you have any project in the future, in the close future?
Mostly here, the last 10 years, we've been trying to collaborate with other, you could say, brands with stuff that we couldn't do ourselves, like a baby stroller or
Yes.
you know, some people that could actually do something completely different than we could do, instead of just doing fashion and fashion. If someone actually could, for example, produce some sunglasses or some shoes that we are not an expert in, then we're kind of open-minded for that. But in the past, it's been much more like, okay, let's work with wood.
Yes.
We are not particularly good in that material, but maybe we can find someone so we can make it happen.
During the last 10 years, we just saw all the growing in the internet, and in the past we didn't have absolutely nothing, and right now we have all the shops in the internet, our websites, emails, Facebook, everything. How do you think this has changed the way we can buy fashion, or a designer like you can spread his designs around the world?
I think communication-wise, of course, it goes much faster in some ways, but there's also a lot of questions that is not fully answers. If you send an email, sometimes you have to reply 4 times before you get it gets a little bit static and clean, and you can miss this real conversations. But of course, it has opened up for a massive, quick, communication through all out, through nations, through international, and it goes so fast. Normally, I used to say that, that fashion was like one of the fastest communicators in the world, because you quickly identify who you actually are together with, or if you go into a bar, you kind of already know who you are attracted by just looking around for 2 minutes. Yeah. But now the internet it's pretty fast. It's pretty wild. It's probably going down, so I don't know.
Let's see. Another question. For me, fashion right now is really aggressive because there's a lot of designers, and each season, a lot of designers, they just are designing just for a season, and then those designs, they just died in a wardrobe. Or do you design just for a season, or for a long time, or for everything?
I think when we do design our stuff, sometimes it doesn't reflect a commercial attitude, or the market is not right there. So sometimes we do stuff, winter shoes for summer, but hey, we just need to do it, and we do all kind of mistakes. But I think in general that you can learn a lot about those mistakes, and the mistakes can also be a way to kind of change the way we look at things. Or else if you know that today is really sunny, you need to wear shorts. But if you actually were wearing something else, then you actually change the system.
True.
And it's good to make some mistakes, and I think that's actually, or else we're nearly getting like computers, Everything is, today shorts, it's good to
break the
be
rules.
a human, so we can do mistakes, and we can do wrong things, and we can end up doing winter shoes for a summer collection, or a massive duvet coat for spring. I don't know, but that's alright. It can always be stopped and not produced.
That's right.
You have to do some. Also, they try to do a little bit of show pieces and things that maybe isn't that commercialized.
Which is the best advice you could give to a student in fashion?
In general, people should be, I think, I have been doing different advices. Some has been really good, some has been really bad. But I think in general, people should be take care about the people they meet on their way up, because they're gonna meet them on their way down again, you can say. So people should in general just be nice, treat other people nice. Maybe that person you're looking at hasn't found his moment yet, but maybe he's in 10 years, And I think in general people should be nice to each other. Then I would say when you're in your 20s, you should go full Monty, do some crazy stuff. you can always come back, in your 30s. But in general, I think with the students, they have to be aware of that, maybe they're already aware of that, maybe not everybody is gonna make it. And people, there's many people who has a dream, let's do that, but they really need to do it for a certain time of years before it can happen. And it takes a while.
Yeah.
And you could say I'm still learning as well, even that I'm a teacher, but I'm still learning by things as well. Doesn't do things right, but I think that's all right.
Mm-hmm. And as well, during those years, usually actresses and singers, like for example Lana Del Rey, they just became as ambassador for a few different designers.
Yeah, I saw that.
You, for example, you usually don't let your designs, and at least really good singers as Maya or another ones, they use your designs. And do you have any singer or any actresses that you like, or do you like to wear your designs, or just it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter, I think as long, normally it's pretty funny, it's normally all the music that I normally like that people, maybe the singers or suddenly the band are using it. It's somehow the same vibe, the same radio station, and that's good. Normally I'm not that much into all this celebrity, who's using it. I know in a modern world like we're living in that it's a easy.
It's like easy way or something.
Yeah, to communicate that okay, this and this person is using it. Try to stay a little bit away from it, and then the press people, they just like,
Yeah.
here you go. It's difficult, but normally it's some good bands actually, and bands for me playing music as well. Also, I've been really dark and I've been really into independent music, and some of the people who is using it is also into maybe the same way. For me, it fits me.
Mm-hmm.
Probably fits them as well. I think there's this Swedish band called Little Dragon.
Uh-huh.
I think they're pretty nice. They're also getting bigger and bigger and hanging around in New York and stuff.
Cool.
It's like a Japanese singer.
The last one, I usually see designers, they design for other people, and then they dress with really gray colors or really common clothes or designs. But I see that you dress your own designs. Do you design for your own, thinking in your own?
No, yeah, I do. I think I have it pretty much in my mind when I do stuff. Of course, it reflects my personality, some parts, but there's also stuff, okay, I couldn't really see myself wearing it, but I could see a good friend.
Cool.
And, if I only should do stuff for myself, and I'm 2 meters tall,
So am I.
it's, I have to look wider and be wiser than just, my own. But of course, I have my own way of doing it in my mind.
Cool. Thank you so much, and see you soon. Thank you.